Let us show you one of the best experiences so far on our 5-year round-the-world trip.
Wow.
A 3-day, 2-night budget safari in the incredible Masai Mara Park in Kenya. I know I sound like a dickhead when saying this, but lads, this has to be on everyone's bucket list. So let's start from the start. You get picked up in your hotel in Nairobi and you start a 6-hour drive to Masai Mara Park. Along the way we'll stop off at the Great Rift Valley. This is a valley that runs from Lebanon through the Red Sea right down to Mozambique, nearly 10,000 kilometers long. Along the way you stop for a quick bite to eat, and if you want you can also do a bit of souvenir shopping. You will have plenty of choice. Finally you make it to your camp around 3 or 4 in the afternoon. So let's check out what the accommodations going like on a budget safari. More like glamping, isn't it? Welcome to our home. So they call this a budget safari apparently. We thought we were going to be staying in a pop-up tent.
Budget safari. Alright. Shower. Happy?
Very happy. After you dump all your stuff in a tent, you have about 2 hours before sunset. How much can you see in 2 hours, you think? Quick chat with the locals and pass through the gate. The minute you pass through the gate, you start seeing Africa's famous animals immediately. It's mental to see. Watch out this wild cat morphs into an even bigger cat. That's Masai Mara for you. This bit of land that is just packed with wildlife everywhere. It's unbelievable. What a way to finish off the first day. Some lions chilling, a rainbow, and a sunset with some lightning. Where are we, man? And that is only day 1. Have a bit of dinner, go back to your room, have a shower, and go to bed. Because the next day, you're up early to be in the park for sunrise. And again, as soon as you drive through the gate, all the wildlife are up and all practicing their fighting skills already. I think it's to fight off the lions, I guess. Except the hyenas and the zebras. They don't give a shit. The roads are well comfy in Masai Mara. Best seats to get are definitely in the back. Here's a cheetah who came up to us to say hello before he went off to play a game of tag with the antelope. We actually seen 2 cheetahs killed that day. Our guide said he's seen 7 in 12 years. So lucky the Irish was definitely Masai Mara that day. Except for the antelope, I guess. By the way, this is just another day in the lives of Kevin and Kate, aka Happy Irish Wanderers. We're travelling the world for the next 4 to 5 years. And if you're not already following us, make sure to check us out on Instagram and Facebook. This is a moment where Kate shows her big balls of steel.
Something else almost came out.
What does this scene remind you of, eh?
Big Jurassic Park.
Next up is the famous Mara River, where over 1 million wildebeest crossed during the Great Migration. There's a ranger with a big assault rifle for protection who took us on a tour along the river that's packed with hippos and crocs.
Oh, there's 2.
Here's some of the lads that obviously didn't survive that track. And then it's lunchtime. Right next to the river that you just walked at is chock-a-block with crocs and hippos. Don't have to worry about them boys though. It's these little thieves. Some monkeys and mongoose trying to snatch your lunch. And they're successful too. After lunch you're on the road again for a quick stop off in neighbouring Tanzania. Right before we have our weekly bus disaster.
We know that now.
This time we got bogged down. At least it was in elephant territory and not around the lions.
He's trying to figure out his nose.
What is this shit?
I know, it's unbelievable, buddy. And this, my friends, is what you call a zebra crossing. Finally, towards the end of the day, we passed a large group of antelope that were a bit on edge. because one of their comrades had climbed into a tree. That was day 2, over 12 hours of game driving. We see nearly 25 different animal species, just unbelievable experience. And to finish off the day, we sighted one more lion who wanted to play with some hyenas. Whoop, go on boy! Finally, day 3, the last day of the safari, and make sure to get a good hearty breakfast into you for all the physical activity you'll be doing that morning. With the famous Maasai warriors. Next you'll learn how to make a fire, which is actually quite easy. Before being invited into the chief's house for a cup of tea and a good old chat. The last of all the activities you do, you visit a class of a local school. Kate had only 8 pupils in her class. Imagine that. And that's it. Pack up your shit, say your goodbyes,
Perfect.
and hit the road back to Nairobi, back to the real world. This was a so-called budget safari, which cost us $270 per person. There's actually nothing budget about it. Daily entrance to the park is $80 per person per day, which is nearly half the price already. Include your accommodation, food and transportation, you're getting a pretty good deal.